Alright, so today's project is a structural repair that we're doing to this client's house. They have some issues here with their structural beam or posts on their front porch. As you can see, this whole side of the porch is kind of sloping a little bit. It's also messing with these deck boards here, so we have to jack up this side of the porch. Flag keeps waving in my way. We have to jack up this side of the porch a little bit to get load off of this beam here, or this post. Sorry, just messing that up. Once we do that, we'll take all this wrapping off around this post. It's wood wrapped. Take this gutter down as well in that flag. After that, we'll have to squash block to the ground if there isn't already squash block down there. Then we'll have to run that new post back up there. Hopefully that supports it a little bit better. And then we have to replace all this decking here and possibly do a little bit more decorative wraps with 1x of some sort around here. Kind of just playing it by ear, seeing how it goes, figure that out. But we're gonna get started. I'll keep you guys updated, do a time lapse on this demo here, taking it apart. We got both sides jacked up. We use the floor jack over here to get these beams jacked up. We got a post jack over here. We got about 2 inches off, a little less than that. So we're probably going to take this whole 1x rack off over here, just so we can get access underneath there. Kind of separated how we wanted it to. So we're just gonna pull that out of there in one piece, hopefully. Hopefully that works out. But you guys know how it's going. So we got that post out of there. Our only support is from our 2 4x4s here now. The support rim joists and beams under here are all completely rotted out. Joists run into there, pretty rotted out too. So we're just kind of figuring out the best solution for this. It looks like there was a block underneath this corner support here. I think most of the sag from this porch is from rot, it looks like.
Yeah, there's no No foot. They don't put footings underneath these either. Usually, just some pads or sometimes just a short pier, shallow pier.
No footing either. This whole porch is kind of just rotting out pretty good. This, put a screw into this, it's pretty much about to fall off of there. Everything's pretty rotted. It looks like squirrels have been living in this post for a while also. But we're trying to get it sorted out now. Keep you posted. Alright, so Aiden and I just got this post rebuilt here. This was the post that was over there supporting the corner. The bottom was just kind of separating. All these corner pieces were falling off, and it just wasn't in very good condition to throw back up there. So we clamped these sides back together from here to here, all the way around. Put these GRK trim screws in there, a couple of them on each corner. And once we got it all squared back up and back together, we stuck some 2x4s in the bottom of it, because this is a hollow post here. And then this base plate that was on here, it fell off when we took off the post, so we tacked those back together, and then I put some GRK screws into those blocks of wood that we put into this post. You can see the screws. Screwed all 4 sides to those 2x4s that we put in there, just to try and keep it square a little bit better. Those guys are working on redoing the structure in there. They're trying to make it a little bit newer and better, but it needs a lot of work over there. So just got this done and moving on to the next project. All right, we got all of this tore out, everything that we need to get some new structure in here. Doing some sistering on a couple of these boards, get some extra support. This 2x10 is, or 2x8 is pretty rotted out right here, so we're throwing in an extra few feet back there. Pretty decent. A few feet down. It's just rotted out at the end. So we're gonna throw a sister on there. We'll put a new rim joist over here, double rim joist, and then we'll hanger these joists to that rim joist. So everything should be supported pretty well, or at least a lot better than what it was. I think there might be a footing under there. We got some blocks to lift it up a little bit, make it a little bit more sturdy, and a better footing for our post. We're gonna throw a new 6x6 in there. Jacked up the joist here, so this corner of the deck wasn't sagging anymore either. So we got our new 6x6 thrown in there. We got our trim painted, or not our trim, our decking. We got some new decking to go on here over these joists. We got some stain on it, or not stain, jeez. The primer and sealant, so it's sealed all sides, so it's weather resistant. So I guess we're gonna keep going with some framing here. Hopefully get this pretty close to wrapped up today. Okay, so we got all the structural framing back in there. We got the deck boards back on as well. Starting to do these little, I'm not sure what you want to call them, little fence picket things that cover underneath the deck. They're wrapped all the way around the other side. I'm trying to reuse the old ones best I can, but we'll see if it works or not. I wanted to show you guys this before I get it fully covered up. We got these joists sistered on, all 4 of them from over here. We got a new 6x6 over there. Got that put on, and we got it load bearing to the rim joist in the we got it load bearing to the rim joist in the beam, so that should be much better than what it was. You can see those pickets over there. I put a 4x4 over here just for a little extra support. There wasn't much over here on the there wasn't really a ledger on the house. It was really just the rim joist for the whole house it was attached to, and it wasn't attached super great, if you can see that. I put a post under there and a block. Nothing too crazy, but better than what it was for sure. So I'm gonna get these going, and we'll be ready to throw up the post back in once we get this last deck board on. All right, we are now in the cleanup process. Got all the little fence picket things back on there. Turned out pretty good. We got a coat of primer on it. It's kind of windy, so hopefully it doesn't pick up too much stuff. It seems to dry pretty quick. It's a warm day, so got the post back in. It seems to be a lot better than what was there before. It's a lot stronger. Or at least the foundation underneath it is much stronger. The old base for this post was super, it just was old and rotted out, so I put a couple 2x6s together. They might have been 2x8. Cut a 45-degree angle all the way around it. Turned out pretty good. Doesn't quite match the top, but be a lot of router work to get that perfect match. Got the deck boards back on. Got a coat of some primer on all this. Protect it from the weather. It's mainly just those deck boards that were untreated that need protected. So we got those protected. Got these railings back up. Before they were super not square with the post here, but once we got this these joists jacked up a little bit, it seemed to help quite a bit with these railings. They look pretty good on both sides. I believe the homeowner is going to repaint this once we're out of here. That's why we primed all this, just to get it ready for them. And of course, protecting it from moisture. These deck boards were not treated, so they had to be protected. Painted both sides of those. Keep them dry and not rotted out. But we got downspout to put back on, flag to put back on over here, and then clean up, talk to the homeowner, make sure they're happy, and then we'll be out of here for today. Pretty good Monday job. Good start to the week.